normally people do in colleges, which you are already doing. Writing papers, presenting papers is not very normal, very common in colleges. Mandi College, Mandi should be congratulated for really starting this tradition, which should be continued. When I was heading the Gujarat University, I was there for 8 years, 2 terms. The first time I saw the girls coming from small villages after intermediate, BS program, because I had BS program here, as you have BS program here. The girls were coming shy, not able to speak, not able to communicate. And they were coming because we had provided them buses. The girls were coming from Bahauddin, from Sialkot, from Gujranwala, from Jalum, to study in Gujarat University, in addition to Gujarat. Because of transport system is considered. And I was teaching sociology myself, philosophy of social sciences. I was more close to sociology department, so I asked them to study behavior patterns of the students. And they found out, within a year, those girls were being transformed. Communication, discussions, taking part in classroom presentations. One contribution of semester systems, positive contribution, is it opens up. It helps you to communicate, talk, which is not very common in the system. We had a whole culture for 70 years or 65 years. Our parents were used to it, the whole system was used, teachers were used to it. It was easier. Less responsibility, less tension, less pressure. I'm a teacher in a government college. I teach my subject sociology. I complete my curriculum course. But I'm not responsible to fail you or pass you. Somebody else set the paper. I cannot even set the paper. The third party sends the paper, set the paper, and then you are given the paper to write. The fourth person evaluates, examines, and gives you grade. There's a disconnect between the teacher and the taught. Semester system doesn't do it. It gives you the ability to express yourself, to write, to argue, discuss with the teacher. Why I'm being given low grade? I have a question. You can directly ask the teacher. And then exchange takes place. It's an open, transparent process. Although it is being misused, both the teachers and by the students also. I'll give you examples of misuse. And that's where the violence also comes in campuses. Because the students are creating violence. You will be shocked to know this. The students are creating violence. We know violence is a bad thing. But somehow students are using the violence as an approach to get better grades. Because the education's purpose has been diluted. The whole objective of education is to get good grades and degrees. So, this has to be understood, different semester system and system. As I said, another example I want to give you. I've lived in America for more than 30 years. The children went to American schools. In American schools, nobody fails. In 12th grade, nobody is failed. Nobody can be failed by law. You go to school, start grade 1, grade 2, you continue. If there is a weakness, this teacher will organize a separate class for mathematics or English or studies, wherever the weakness is. But class will continue. So you will graduate along with your colleagues. After completing your one weakness which you had in English or mathematics or science, if that will be improved, and then you will continue your class. So you know the difference at the time you graduate. 12th grade, nobody fails. What our system is doing, we are failing them in the 5th grade, 8th grade. Bring them back, fail, and see. Primary fail, secondary fail, which is a very damaging for Pakistani students, Pakistani psyche, Pakistani parents, and nobody realizing it. It should not happen. Why is happening? Because the annual system. Teacher is not responsible. If you take teacher responsibility to your students, then he or she has to prepare, take extra classes, extra time, what happens in the school system? 12:30 we close. In the European American system, it goes at 3:30, from 8:30 to 3:30. And of course, there's also changes taking place. What I'm suggesting is that our system is very unfriendly and very non-supportive of education. You can imagine, you may be shocked to know, maybe you are knowing it. We have 27 million children today in Pakistan. 27 million. They have not been to school. They have not seen the face of school. In this day and age, Pakistan being an atomic country, 27 million, there are 100 countries which population is not 27 million in the world. Your population, 15 million, are out of school. Because we don't pay attention to education. And we have taken education as a very colonial style, like building, primary school building, secondary school building. Then, although we have stories told to us by our parents, that we had school on the open space. We had school under the Pakistani flag in KP area. Then why do you need school building? There were already examples available. But they are all waiting for primary school, secondary school, and appointment of teachers. And there are many primary schools and secondary schools in Pakistan. If we go on GT Road, there are not enough schools. They cannot travel. GT Road, of course, people take the bus free of cost. By pushing they come, but otherwise they cannot travel. So without having, what happens in the American system? Why they are 100% dependence? Because by law, no child can be left at home. The parent will be punished. The child can be handicapped, but still he has or she has to go to school. A special bus will come and take him. Transportation is free. Breakfast is free. Books are free. So they all go. By law they have to go. So they say you cannot make excuse when a child is not capable. They say, okay, we'll have a special school for them. But they have to go. They cannot remain at home. We passed the law in Punjab that everybody will go to school. But we didn't make the arrangement. They made the arrangement in the yellow bus and school breakfast, school books and special classes. Unless you make that arrangement, we cannot implement the law. The law is made in Punjab. Everybody has to go to school. But still 27 million children are out of school. In fact, in Punjab alone, there is over 17 million children out of school. 17 million is a large number. This cannot be addressed unless you go back to the same model which I taken in Egypt. No problem. Those teachers were proud of teaching them under the flag and under the sun. But recently I was interviewed by a magazine, Digest. They asked me, what is your solution for these 27 million children? I gave them a solution, which nobody paid any attention to it so far. It's about 9 months, 10 months. I said, every masjid should be declared a primary school. Every village has a masjid. Masjid, mashallah, very running, water, clean environment, everything, fans. Why not we call them a primary school from 7:30 to 1:30? When Zohar prayers come, we stop the school. After Fajr is closed down, it's locked. So if you need a space, you can have this available already. Community built it. Only have to attach 2 teachers, which is already available. Those teachers are in the primary school building, they are not teaching because they have no students. Transfer those teachers to these madrasa schools. It can be done. That's one suggestion I make. First of all, let me give you a broad picture that our schooling system, our education system is really very, very old-fashioned and not very positive, not very helpful to parents or to these students. I have traveled a lot in the world. I was once posted in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. I used to travel a lot in Africa. So I went to Tanzania once. Tanzania is an East African country. to the cane of Tanzania and Zanzibar and Tanganyika. The president was a school teacher, Julius Nyerere. There, the school system is run by the parents. The government gives teacher and sometimes the building. Furniture, supplies, books, pencils, papers, and management is all done by parents. And they run it. And Julius Nyerere, teacher president, was proud to forget that how Tanzania had highest rate of literacy and high level of education because parents took the responsibility. In our case, parents are not taking responsibility. They may not be able to do it, they cannot afford it, or they are not educated themselves, they feel shy. But the school parent-teacher meeting is a very common phenomenon in all the Western world. It is not very common here. Only comes once in a year when they come to see the grade. So therefore, our school system is messed up. When school system is not great, they are the ones who are going to come to the colleges. Other thing you should know, you will be shocked to know. Our metric results are about 60%. But intermediate results are about 45–50%. How can any nation accept 50% failure every year? Nobody bothers. 50% failure in the examination. And they get a stigma, metric fail, high school fail, primary school fail. Well, how much do you study? You have metric fail, even the characteristics. So this is because happening because there is no participation of the parents, community itself, unless they participate and contribute. The government alone will not be able to do it. Government can make laws, regulations, but they cannot execute unless the parents. In education, history, philosophy, there was a person in education who went to Philippines from Latin America. I'm forgetting his name. But he taught the community that this health center is for you. This school is for you. It's your responsibility to take forward with the teachers to come on time, or the nurses, the doctors to come on time, go in the gate in the morning, take the attendance, that you are being paid. Therefore, unless the community takes accountability, the teacher or health workers will not come. That is missing in our culture, in our society, in our community. Education system, therefore, is not a healthy sign, healthy place. You are here very fortunate to be in a college here. But you must be one of those 20%, whereas every person, 100% should be here in colleges, because that's their right. But they are given the opportunity to go to school and then they are taken away by failing them, not helping them to. Everybody has a weakness. Somebody has a weakness for math, some for chemistry, some for physics, some for language. Those weaknesses can, as you do, you go and take a private tuition. Your parents help you take tuition so that you can prepare yourself for exams. Why can't those people be given tuition in this school and bring them on par? Others do. That's not happening. So unless that happens, your failure rate will be high and your quality rate will be bad, as it is, you can see. Now, come to the bachelor examination, BA, BSc, BCom. Again, success rate was, annual system, 35 to 38%. Girls were 38%, boys were 35%. Intermediate, bachelor's examination. It has changed now because of the semester system you have come to the college, where the percentage has gone up, because the system is different. The teacher has to take responsibility, and the teacher examines you, knows you, because he or he is teaching you. I know there are some negative points of the semester system, because teachers are being exploited, teachers are being threatened by the students. The violence, I'll come and talk about the violence of students against the teachers. This system of education will not take us far. Only yesterday I was speaking to two places, Iqbal and television. What was Kai's model of education? You'll be very happy to know that Kai was 21st century education. He talked about technical education in the 30s. We are talking about today, the technical vocational education. He talked about vocational technical education in the 30s and 20s. And we are talking about 2022. We are talking about technical vocational education now. The major solution for our young people to find jobs. He talked about this in those days. His first commission on education was established in November 1948 on education conference was held in Pakistan. Talk about education. Education was his priority. He believed that no nation can develop and grow without having a good education system. He was a product of education system himself. One thing I never knew before, I learned yesterday, somebody told me about his life. He was sent from Karachi after matric to London. His father had a shipping company. He said, okay, you go and learn something in that office and also study yourself. After about 6 months, his father said, I have suffered a loss. I cannot fund you anymore. So okay, no problem, I'll take care of it.